Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Ace One. It's been a while, at least about 10 days since I've made a video. I decided to come out for a bit of a stroll in this main street downtown. This place is super special to me. I've always loved coming out here, and it just embodies everything about, mom and pops and what Main Street is all about. Well, I've been very busy with, businesses myself lately, and didn't have quite a topic to talk about, but here we are. Let's see. The PPP funds have run out again for the second time, and there's been a bit of a talk about another program for businesses coming out called Main Street Lending, and I'm not sure what all that would entail for small businesses. But you know what? I think there's just like a huge disconnect with the administration in DC when it comes to, us, the small business owners. I mean, they need somebody who actually, puts in time and effort to be on board with them, to actually show, what the small businesses are going through, what actually is going to work for small businesses. I like I said, the channel is something I've been doing out of passion. I love marketing. I love California, so I'm just trying to bring everything, give my opinion on the businesses, because I operationally run, my business. I'm so busy. And we need somebody like that, Karen, to be in part of the administration who can guide them better. Where it's this spot is also one of my favorites. I always come out here, and like I said, always in the end of the video, reach out to me, like, follow, share, and I'll tell you where we actually are and promote the place as well. So back to topic. We definitely need somebody who is in touch with the Main Street, operating businesses. Because the administration, they work with a lot of fintech companies, advisors, financiers to, know where the big businesses are. But the Main Street businesses, I just feel like they have a huge disconnect. And this is what the country, runs off of. And we need somebody like, I was saying, like a Karen who is supposed to be on a call with them to advise them better, but can't actually make it because, some employee have called in, or, something she needs to fix. Like, we're just so consumed within our businesses. That's the actual business. That's the back-breaking grit commitment of the American business. And I'm not saying, all the others aren't, but, it takes a lot of big operational minds to run the big companies. But as of right now, the help the small businesses need is just not kind of coming to them. Beautiful music, beautiful ambience, but like, look, just nobody here. This place used to be packed, like, to the T. You couldn't get a reservation in here. Yeah. So moving on a good topic, let's talk, the U.S. Economy in general. The U.S. dollar has been holding very strong, and it's definitely, making its way to stay as the reserve currency. The dollar just keeps rising, which is good and bad for us, but mostly good. Another hopeful sign, recently, investment bank, a friend of mine who works in there, they recently just took DraftKings, a live entertainment booking site, public. They took DraftKings public in the time when there's no live sports. I mean, if that's happening, everything is possible. So coming back to small businesses, keep up search on this Main Street lending idea, what's going on that side. And also, when things do get better, or, there's been all this talk about phases and openings. So let's break that down. You know, there's few different types of businesses, right? You are mom and pop, independent business owner. You are small, you're operationally agile, you can create, your cutbacks, you can pivot the business, and you can work with your landlord, your vendors to, make anything happen. And then there's, next step of businesses. Either they are corporate stores, or they're retails, and they're going to have a little bit of a hard time, because when you are big, you're a chain, you have hundreds of stores, you are, operationally just overwhelmed. There's just too many moving parts. And we're already starting to see, Neiman Marcus and a few others, JC Penney, like starting to file Chapter 11s and whatnot. So it's going to be, our hard work, our commitment to, survive this whole pandemic. And consumer mindset is going to be just not there. The consumer is going to be, I myself, I'm not feeling like going out to any of the spots that are open, just, being very cautionary. And even some small businesses are going to be folding. I hear news all over California where there's a lot of businesses that, have been open for decades and they just can't take it anymore. It's they're folding. So if you're going to take anything from this video, it's going to be, like how to survive more and more months down the road. You have to stretch it out. You have to work with your vendors, your landlord, your, employees, staff, do everything, stretch that dollar. Just, you have to prolong this situation where you're in the business, showing face. And I understand, if you're not an essential business right now. I'm in food and cafe business myself, so at least, we have our doors open. And I totally feel, for the salons and spas, like, just nothing. But I think as soon as things start to get normal, and the California, at least, let's just focus on the state of California. There's been a lot of push, and the governor has, now started talking about phase 1, phase 2 to like start opening up. So it's coming, and we just all have to be smart about it. We're gonna have to ask all our, staff, all our customers, obliged by all the compliance rules and policies, mask and, social distancing and everything. So, yeah, those are some of my notes where what I'm implementing in my business, and where you guys, small business owners, should be doing the same as well for yourself. But the schools are definitely out of session for the remainder of their year. That takes back a lot of your clientele in many different segments. We're 75-80% service economy, so when people are just kind of sitting home and not making as much, so our client base is going to be down. It's even if we open up, I have my mindset like completely focused that the business is no longer there to make profit. We're just, as of right now, opening up to show face so we can just keep our existence going. That's where it's at. Let me see what else. Yeah, I think that would about cover it. So, here it is. This is the main street, as main as it can get. And this used to be super bright, super amazing, and just full of life. But as of right now, I mean, it's a Monday, but this place was just popping any time of the day. All right, guys, reach out to me if you have any questions, if you have any strategies. I think multiple heads better than one. Once again, this is A Swan. See you guys soon in the next video.